Peace to everybody. This is about 911 call in Jussie Smollett case. They put a noose around his neck, and I had no idea this came out yesterday. So, some days I don't look on my news app to see what's what, and I had no idea this one came out. Two 911 calls made the night of the alleged attack on Empire actor Jussie Smollett were released on Wednesday. Yes, so there was two calls to the 911 that were released on Wednesday, and we don't know what it was about, but we're gonna find out. The caller phoned authorities on Smollett's behalf just after 2:20 a.m. on January 29th, according to the New York Post, which obtained the recordings through a Freedom of Information Act request. The name of the caller was redacted, but the Post identified him as Frank Gatson, Smollett's creative manager. Yeah, so Jussie Smollett's creative manager had made two phone calls to the 911 to tell them what was going on. The first time, the police didn't come. The second time he made a call, he told the dispatcher he's still waiting on the police, and I don't think they came the second time, or maybe they did, I don't know. I work with an artist. I don't really want to say his name, but he states that he went to Subway. He was walking by and somebody jumped him or something like that. And I just want to report it and make sure that he's all right. The caller told a 911 dispatcher during the first call, which lasted 3 minutes. Okay, so Jussie Smollett's creative manager, when he had called the first time, it only lasted 3 minutes. That was it. Nothing further. Then, of course, he told the 911 dispatcher he went to Subway and he was walking by and some guys or somebody had jumped him. So, who could it have been if it wasn't the old Sandario brothers? Who else could it have been? Of course, you people are going to say, oh, he did it to himself. Wrong. No. So if I were you little trolls, I stay out of my comment section because you don't know nothing about it. And so anyway, of course, with Jussie Smollett's creative manager, the second phone call, of course, that came in too about 2 hours something minutes after. When asked if Smollett needed medical attention, the caller said, I just think he's startled. I'm scared and I don't know what it is. They put a noose around his neck. They didn't do anything with it, but put it around his neck. That's pretty flipped up to me. Sorry for saying it like that. Yeah, so the creative manager told the dispatcher that they put a noose around his neck. And of course he said that it's pretty flipped up, but I have to substitute words, I'm sorry, because I'm not getting myself in trouble. And of course he told the dispatcher, sorry for saying it like that, but I'm pretty sure the dispatcher will understand of what's going on. And Smollett, 36, was reluctant to file a police report, the caller said, adding that he'd make sure his client did so. Yeah, so the creative manager told the dispatcher that he wanted to make a police report to file it, and that's what Jussie Smollett did. The dispatcher said she alerted the police to their location and the call ended. The caller placed a second call to 911 several minutes later, asking if the police were on their way. They arrived minutes later. Yeah, so he called back the second time, asking the dispatcher, did they come. And of course, yes, they did come minutes later after he called them. Smollett told investigators he was attacked by two masked men who tossed a noose around his neck and doused him with bleach. He said they yelled, "This is MAGA country," in apparent reference to President Trump's campaign slogan. And so Smollett did report the attack allegedly that happened on January 29th of this year. He told the investigators that they did put a noose around him and doused him with bleach. And of course, they yelled, "This is MAGA country." And of course, it all refers to Donald Trump as usual. Smollett, who is black and openly gay, claimed the attackers also shouted racist and homophobic slurs at him. So that's what he told the investigators too, that they shouted and racist and homophobic slurs at him too. The Chicago Police Department opened a hate crime investigation and later determined the attack was staged. Cook County prosecutors charged Smollett with disorderly conduct for allegedly filing a false police report, but then surprisingly dropped the charges in March. So now the Chicago police are saying, oh, he staged his own attack. He did it to himself, allegedly. No, I don't believe the Chicago Police Department, and I certainly do not believe the Chicago Tribune or the mainstream media because they are distractions of this story. Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel and Police Superintendent Eddie Johnson blasted the decision, calling it a whitewash of justice. Investigators said Smollett staged the attack to drum up publicity for his career, an allegation he has forcibly denied. So now even Rahm Emanuel, the former Chicago mayor, and police superintendent Eddie Johnson, they blasted the decision, calling it a whitewash of justice. Well, the charges were dropped in March, and the records were sealed, but then, of course, the records got unsealed again by the order of the judge to see what was on there besides the alleged attack. The city is now suing the embattled actor for the $130,000 in overtime costs associated with investigating the case. And of course, Jussie Smollett is not going to pay that $130,000 plus another $130,000 because what's to sue him for? Come on, $390,000 does Chicago City want? Nah, I don't think so. Lee Daniels, co-creator and executive producer for Empire, said Tuesday that Smollett would not be returning for the show's sixth and final season. So Empire is going to be in their last season. Lee Daniels is saying that Jussie Smollett will not return for the final season. So who knows where he's gonna go with this one, but they always try to figure things out when you can't get an actor to come back, and of course he won't be back, so this is gonna be a hot mess, obviously. And of course Empire will have their final season this fall. Leave your comments below. I am out.